Yes, welcome back one and all to the Dice Crisis podcast. This is our second session of our playthrough of Second Darkness. Paizo's Second Darkness. Pathfinder Adventure Path.
Glad to be here.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you back, Eli.
Don't talk to me.
Okay. How are you other guys doing? Anything fun to say?
Good to be back at the Golden Goblin.
Oh, yes.
I'm also glad to be back.
All right, so...
I don't think we ever left.
You didn't? It's because you haven't yet. But if you remember back to last week, we started off by introducing each of your characters. First, we have Elyon. Say hi, Michael.
Hi, Elyon here.
Cool. Then we have Dane.
Hi, I'm Dane.
And then we got Crow.
Crow.
I am your GM, Allard LaRue. Let's start with a little recap. So after a little character background stuff, each person set out on just kind of some daily activities before they all were planning on going to the Golden Goblin for the Cheat the Devil gambling tournament. Upon arriving, people started gambling, winning, losing. Elyon was looking for a job. Crow was just there to have fun, blow off some steam from some hardships that were going down. Dane was there to make some money, and make some money he did.
Signed my soul to the sticks.
Yeah, man. I mean, technically nobody was won via the contract to get their souls released. Although Elyon did know that it wasn't an official soul binding document.
I was pretty worried.
Yeah, but hey, it's all good. After some of that, the gambling tournament started. More gambling ensued. There was some goulette. Eli, or Dane, found an old flame.
Oh, sweet, sweet goulette.
And who's the girl? Who's the girl, Dane?
Oh, yeah, we had it wrong before. It was Lixie.
Yeah.
It was like Leary, but Lixie. It's Lixie.
Yeah, they're
Weird font choices.
It's like it's like half an X and then a little tiny baby line to just make up the other line coming through the X, so it looked more like an R.
You're a baby line.
That's cool.
Lixie, give me a Lixie.
Lixie, give me a Lixie. And then a band played. A heist ensued.
What was the name of that fantastic band?
The Bardsmen, I believe it was called.
Oh, wow.
They were wonderful.
They were a good band. I think they were kind of going for a Disney villain type theme.
You know,
They were in the pocket for sure.
were they to be trusted? I don't know. You
I
know?
don't know. They inspired some courage for you guys.
Are they in the pocket or are they in my pockets?
They also inspired a little distraction for us, you know what I mean?
Very true. Very true. So after you guys put the heist to shame, it didn't go quite as well as they had hoped. There was a backfired scroll in there. One guy got his clothes shrunk to nothing, and he was naked after that. So we're going to start back up right after you had dispatched everybody, and Saul, the owner of the Golden Goblin, had come up to you guys and thanked you for your help in fighting off the heist, and then invited you back to his office for a drink.
Well, did we get that drink?
Oh no, he's walking with you up. So you guys would go upstairs and have a map to lay out for that.
All right. You know, I could really care less about what he's got to say. Just really could use that drink right about now. It's a heavy time we have all had. I know I personally would like to spend some riches on some drinks here, but...
Yeah, well, it's like 1 o'clock. Settle down.
AM or PM?
AM. Actually, it's probably not quite that late since the tournament got cut a little short.
Yikers.
So, you guys would go up through one of the northeast doors in the gambling hall, and he would lead you up a set of staircases and bring you into this room marked 24 over here, which I'll give you some flavor text for that room. So he would bring you into a nice waiting area where 2 plush but worn suede couches sit before a roaring fire, which Saul had 2 of his employees set up before you guys had arrived in there. Yeah, this is just basically a business waiting room where Saul sits with some employees or any other people to talk business and whatnot. There's also a bell in the southwest corner.
pretty simple looking room. Can I see what I can find perception-wise? See if there's anything that looks a little sus? I'd maybe take a walk around the room, move a painting, slide a vase.
Saul's in here. He's not gonna let you dig around. You'd see you try and move a painting, but hey, just put that down. What are you doing?
Okay. Hey, no worries.
What do you think this is? Night at the museum?
I'm an investigator, you see?
I sit on the armchair of one of the chairs, like the armrest.
Gonna bend the armrest.
All right, so you'd go to one of the cabinets and pull out a bottle of wine, pour a few glasses, and then you go, toast to you fine, brave people for helping us put down a heist that surely would have bankrupted me. Here. Cheers. Saul would say, all right, is anybody, first off, before we start talking here, I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for stopping this heist. It could have really bankrupted me, but I have a good feeling about the future now that I've met some of you guys. Is anybody hurt? Does anybody need any healing? I have a couple extra potions if anybody's looking a little worse for the wear.
Yeah, I could actually use one.
All right, he slides you a potion of Cure Light. Anybody else need one?
I could use some healing too.
All right, he slides you a potion of Cure Light.
I enjoy your courtesy, sir.
He would ring the bell in the corner, and after a minute, Laura Felden, the dwarf that Elion had met earlier, would come upstairs, and he would turn to him and say, all right, Laura, if any of you guys have any chips left over from the tournament, I'll have Laura cash them out at 150% of what they're worth for you guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, and I'd also like to give you some of the stuff that we took off these thugs.
Oh, yes.
We looted them thoroughly before sending the Genda Arms. The Genda Arms? Genda Arms. It stands for Gentlemen at Arms.
Genta.
It's basically the cops of the town run by Overlord Cromarchy. Then he would hand you guys 35 GP to split amongst you. He would also hand back 33 GP, give you 50 GP in house money that you can cash out at 150% for you guys. Then he would also hand over a pair of +1 bracers of armor, a wand. None of you guys have an interest in spell books.
No.
Actually,
I could sell or
Actually,
move
I
them
think-
for an alchemist, right?
I think that an alchemist might be able to use spell
Spells
books
to make extract.
to make your extract book.
I'll take a.
Don't quote me on that
I'll
yet.
just take the spell book and we can check it out.
Okay. Also, some other things that you might like. There are 10 crossbow bolts and +1 masterwork leather armor.
Does anyone care if I take those crossbow bolts?
What kind of crossbow bolts are they? Just
Yeah,
regular?
they're just regular crossbow bolts.
No, go ahead.
Okay, let me put that in here. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, those bracers, they don't count as armor, but they give you a +1 AC bonus.
How are you looking for bracer strength? What do you need any? Do you wear any? Is that your type of play there, Elion?
No, I don't think I will.
No, like technically,
Would.
Elion would wear them over anybody else.
Oh, would I?
Yeah, they're taking off the wizard, so
Okay. They have no hindrance. I don't have armor proficiency
yeah,
at all.
I don't think so.
What's your
They're-
AC?
They're kind of like a magic item, as far as I know.
My AC right now, 14. So I could use a bump.
Yeah.
What are you at?
Yeah, you could take those.
Okay. What's your AC, Dane?
16.
Cool.
If anyone wants to make a spellcraft on that wand, they can.
I will.
Can we both?
Yeah.
What can I use to check out the book?
Your eyes,
I got a 27 spellcraft.
27 on spellcraft. You would know that is a wand of shocking grasp, and it has 9 charges left.
Okay. Sweet.
Can I re-roll?
No,
I got a 7.
unless you want to use your hero
Nah, I got a
point.
7.
Okay, yeah. My Elion tells you anyway. You scratch your head, and she's like, "Oh, this is a a wand of shocking grasp. This zaps people."
How many charges did you say?
9.
9. Would you have any use for that?
I think I do.
I don't think shocking grasp is on your spell list.
Oh,
But
the
You can use it if you have a
physical.
good use magic device check,
Yeah.
or else shocking grasp should be on the sorcerer's spell list.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
I-
sure you should be able to use that wand without
Cool. I would use it,
troubles.
We could, if you can use it, we could pass it back and forth, but I'll take it for now.
Yeah, you hold on to
Is
it for sure.
spellcraft or alchemical checks better for identifying the spell book?
Do you have spellcraft? Do you have a point in it?
No, I don't. That's what I was gonna say. Like, is Michael looking at it or am I?
I'm just gonna think that you can probably just read it with your eyes. I don't think he knows
Like
the
perception
language
check?
Yeah, perception. Just
15.
yeah, you can read it. You know that there's a spell for hold portal, magic missile, shield. There's one for detect magic, flare, ghost sound, and open close. I think if any of those are also on your spell list, you can use his magical knowledge and turn that into what is it called, an extract for your formula book. But I'm not 100% sure on that right now.
I don't have any of those ones. Does that mean you have like a certain use magic check to try and use one, or is it you can't use?
You can't use them if it's not on your spell list as well.
Hey, you want this spell boy?
Wizards cannot learn spells like that.
Hey, you want
Or
this orc boy?
sorcerers can.
I think I would have use for it.
I swear to God, I'm gonna
No.
pass out.
No, I wouldn't.
No, that's a arcane
Just
spell. Arcane
hold on to
spell
spell
list.
book.
You
Oh,
can-
and I'm...
We'll
you're
just
divine.
keep it there.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll use it as reading material. I'm learning stuff.
That, and we can always maybe find a nice spell boy somewhere to sell it to.
Nice, nice.
I think of it like more loot. You know what I mean?
Sure,
It's loot.
totally.
All right, now we have some of that, I don't know, payments and rewards out of the way. He would dismiss Lara from the room and another servant in there that was just kind of tending the fire and maybe refilling your guys' drinks. He goes, all right, I think proper introductions are in order. You may already know me as Saul Van Kaskerskin. What do I call you guys?
Saul, I'm Dane. I put
Dane?
my hand out.
You would shake your
Firm
hand.
handshake.
It's good firm.
I'm Elyon.
Nice to meet you, Elyon.
Also, handshake.
I'm Crow Moonwave.
Well, I just...
Just a big hug.
it's a good
Big
grippy
bear
out
hug
there.
coming in for you.
Made my knuckles crack with that handshake.
Not mine. Little flimsy man hands.
So, I myself used to be a bigger deal around these parts. I used to be one of the crime bosses in Riddleport. Although this might not sound as glamorous as it actually was, over my time as a crime boss, I ended up losing my health, most of my fortune, my family, and my left hand. And he would show you guys again the key that is his hook for a hand
Wow.
on his left stump of a wrist.
Is that a multi-purpose key, or is that just like something you use for?
It's mostly decorative,
Oh,
but it makes it seem like I have a lot of money, because what else would you need a key like this for? Am I right?
not gonna
It's
lie,
very
man.
finely crafted. It's a wonderful looking key.
Yeah, I actually had it made over at the gas forges with the dwarves over there.
Ah, I see.
It's good.
My father's a smith in this town as well.
Is he really?
Yeah.
How's business going for him?
Business is okay. Next time you need a key touch-up, I guarantee he could do it.
I'll keep him in mind for sure. For sure. Yeah, would you guys like to tell me anything about yourselves?
The ladies at the temple are missing you. You should probably go over there sometime too. They been looking for some more love, you know. Always.
I don't know if I have the vitality to keep up with any of those ladies anymore.
Oh, I bet you do.
I'm getting a little long in the tooth for some of them.
I might have some stuff that'll keep you up.
Oh yeah? What are you talking about?
Talk to me in a day or so. I need to re-up. You Golden Gobbo kinda bought me out already.
Yeah. So, you were the person that Flynn was talking about, huh?
Oh yeah, Flynn. How's the boy? Did he make it out of that without a scuff?
Yeah, he thought he was permanently blinded.
Oh.
And I think he still does, but
Well.
he definitely can see.
That's good. Did he make it to work?
Well, he's still
Oh,
downstairs.
he's still here. Yeah, I suppose.
Everyone, I mean, yeah. As you can imagine, a lot of this debacle here has actually forced a lot of my employees to quit. So I'm kind of in the market for some new people here.
Oh
If
yeah.
you guys, I have a few more things to say about that. But I'd like to just kind of give you a little more of some background into myself and what our business is doing here.
Sure are
before we
fucking
get
full of it,
into-
ain't you, Saul?
Full of what?
Love for yourself.
he would slick his hair back, and I'd say, I don't know what you mean.
It's all right. I feel you.
Yes. So I've been able to scrap together enough money in recent months to purchase this Golden Goblin. It used to be more of a treasured establishment, but it is, as you can probably tell, a little worse for the wear. Do you guys live around town?
Absolutely, man.
Oh,
Right down by the docks.
nice. Born and raised, all of you?
I've
Yep.
been to the Goblin a few times before he owned it. I gotta say, you turn the place around nicely.
I appreciate that, Dane.
Yeah.
I really do. I really do.
More security, though.
Yeah, you're right. We do need more security. I feel like you could come in handy on that.
Give me a call.
For sure. I mean, Saul, do you get it? I thought you were
I
supposed
better
to...
call Saul.
Call
Yeah, I
Saul.
thought I was supposed to be the one getting called.
I'll give you a call.
So, not only am I too old for some of these women at the House of the Silken Veil, but I don't really want to... I don't really want to be a part of the crime bosses' schemes and stuff anymore these days. I'm too old to bother with all that, and that's why I bought this Golden Goblin here, to try and earn a simple wage and not have to deal with all of the shite of the other bosses.
I mean, you've been in Riddleport a long enough time, correct? So,
Oh, I've been here almost my whole life.
well, then you know of all the shite that comes here naturally, with or without the patrons. What makes you think that owning a bar is gonna get you out of the shite?
This is where I think that you guys can come in handy. Because not only do I need just kind of day help with the runnings of the Golden Goblin, but I could also use maybe some special security. And that's where I think you guys could come in nicely. I've thought about it, going to Zincher or Croat or Avery or even Cromark and asking for their protection, but I don't want to really be stuck under their thumbs for the rest of my short years that I have left.
They're big, greasy thumbs. I know all about them.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I didn't get to witness a lot of your guys' tactics and finesse and battle skills when you were helping with the heist, for I was back depositing some coin in the safe, but from what I hear, you guys have a lot of skill. A lot of skill indeed, and I think we could use that.
You know, I mean, not the most intimidating for a bouncer, but I sure can get you some money with being a good houseboy for running some goulette, running some nice poker. What's the other? Blackjacks.
Yeah, I feel
That
like
type of worker I can do.
I feel like you might have a little bit of a more. You might work more directly with Flynn. Flynn is a good distributor,
My boy.
but being as most of the illicit trade around here is controlled by Croat, finding a source is the troubling part. And it sounds like you have your own source going on.
Yeah, I'm a grower,
You're
not
grower
a
and
shower.
and a chef and a cook. Well, might have to set you up with
Yeah.
with Flynn.
I know someone who's real good with the memory and could really help this place out, though.
The memory?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Elion?
I can definitely help you in the fighting side of things.
Yeah?
I also know a bit
I was
about
thinking more the
crafting.
waitress. Holy shit, you're gonna fight people.
I can do waitressing. I will do anything that you would like that's within the legal limits
Oh.
of this bar.
Leave the fighting and bouncing to me.
We could
Leave the
definitely
legal
use some
limits,
bouncing.
not to me.
Yes, did you get to check out our red room down there, Dane?
I mean, the whole room kind of turned red.
But this is so the red room is our below quarters bar, where the drinks are a little more expensive, they're a little stronger, you might be able to find a little bit more of more treats, if you will.
All right.
But yes,
Good to know there, man. I'll,
that place is especially busy during our twice a week fight nights.
twice a week. Ooh.
Down in the octahedron, my bodyguard Bojask, not Horseman, he is in control of the beasts and the gear for the fighting pits.
Not gonna lie, I'm
So what do you
Pretty
say?
enthused with
Would you guys like to be brought on the Golden Goblin crew as junior partners? I'll offer you a daily a daily wage of 10 GP per day, and then I'll also offer you a cut of our weekly earnings.
What sort of weekly earnings are you making? It must be a lot with all the different events you have going on.
I wish I could say that was true, but right now we're still kind of crawling our way out of our growing period and our startup phase. But I think with your help, we could really turn things around.
Would you?
Our guys are all enterprising young people, and
Would you care if we thought it over at the bar a bit and kind of?
oh no, by all
Let me
means.
talk to my colleagues for a minute here.
But I'd like to give you guys a little
Yeah,
something,
no.
a personal gift from me.
I love hearing your voice.
The last things I give you were just kind of we didn't really need you guys deserve to have the gold and weapons and stuff that were found on the people that you helped dispatch, but from the bottom of my heart, and then he would go into a drawer and pull out a few items. These are some things that we've actually won from people who didn't have any more coin, but did have some interesting items, and unfortunately they lost them. Crow, he would hand you a wand. This is a wand of healing, my friend. I believe it will cure any light wounds. It appears to be fully charged, aka
Perfect.
50 charges.
Thank you.
He would go to Elion and he would pinch this little pearl in his fingers and he would hand it to you. This is what they call a pearl of power.
Pearl of power.
I'm not much of a wizard or casting type, but I hear that it can allow you to re-remember a used spell that you've burned earlier in the day.
Well, thank you. That's very generous of you.
And then Dane, I see
Look,
that
man, I don't want any sea stones.
you don't want any sea stones. Well, you would see that he's holding these goggles.
What? Those look. Those look pretty nice, man.
These are nice. I used to use these back when I was more of a street urchin type guy. It's not too lit out on the streets at night, so these will help you see in some shadows.
Wow. I mean, no offense taken, but takes goggles off and puts on some nice new ones.
Yeah, and you would see some of the shadows in the room would kind of disappear as the overall saturation of color would dip a bit, but you can see through all
See shadow a bit.
the shadows are no longer there. It's basically low light goggles.
Wow.
Cool.
Never been clearer, boys.
Mm-hmm.
Are these prescription?
Good man, Saul.
These are prescription. On top of your daily stipend and your weekly commission that you could make, you guys are welcome to stay here. I have another room available. This one over here, room 24, is just across a room, and that could be yours. There's a few bunk beds in there, and then you're welcome to join me for meals whenever you'd like.
Wow, Saul, that's mighty hearty of you. I sure appreciate the hospitality.
Yeah, so feel free to get some drinks downstairs. If Jimmy's still working the bar, tell him that the drinks are on the house tonight for you guys. Think about what you guys want to do and let me know. If you decide to say yes, I'll have Lara give you a full tour of the establishment.
All right.
Then he'd probably get up and go to his office room.
All right. Well, I want to walk down to the bar with you two. What do you want to go?
Yeah, walk down.
Absolutely.
All right. Man,
Now you guys go to the bar.
we got to talk about some stuff. Elion, what do you want out of the bar? What do you want from being here?
From being here at the
Yeah.
bar, I want a job, and it sounds like he's offering me a job, so I'm going to say yes.
Is that wage pretty tolerable though?
That wage I can handle? Yep, it is.
All right. I mean, I'm used to making a little more if I'm going to be doing that type of movement work, so I'm imagining there's going to be more on the side, but I think if we get that fighting ring going, we have a good chance if that starts popping off,
Those wages could be nice.
they could just be bringing side earnings. That would be crazy. Crow would be a magnificent fighter / bodyguard for the entire establishment. I like Flynn. I think I want to do it. What do you guys?
Yeah, they both, the manager and
Saul and
Saul.
the other guy, the dwarf.
Lara.
Laurer.
Larur.
Laurer.
Lara.
Laurer. It's just Laurer.
Lara filled in.
So,
Lara and Saul both seem genuine, and they've been helpful to me, and I think it'd be great to work for them. So I'm going to say yes. You're going to also say yes?
I want to buy a drink from the bartender on the house.
Yeah, what do you like?
Strike up
What do
a
you
conversation with him here. I'm going to take what the...
Hey, thanks for that pesh earlier, by the way.
Hey, hope it kept the night a little weirder.
Yeah, a little bit. And really, I mean, I don't think that the pesh made it as weird as it actually turned out. But,
Yeah, that might have amplified it a bit. Anyhoomst, what are you making on the DL here? You know what I mean, hourly as a bartender, my man.
Hourly?
Yeah.
Probably
Or I guess daily. Is that how they do pay here?
Yeah, probably make about 3 to 5 GP a day, depending on the night. Tips not included, but.
All right, that's tip work. All right, well, hey, thank you, man. We might be joining your squadron around here, so I hope to see you a little more.
Yeah, welcome to the family.
Right on. Turn away. Crow, Elion, let's all vote. Yes or no on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
With a mead, please.
With a mead.
Let me slide you a mead.
I'll
Anybody
take a
else
mead as
anything?
well.
Slide you a mead.
I'd like to talk to Saul.
You want to talk to Saul again?
Yep.
Ah, thank you,
All
Jimmy.
right, so the room that you were in, besides the door that brought you into that waiting room, there was another back door that he went out and into. That's just his bedroom.
Oh.
Oh.
It's just his bedroom.
Yeah.
He's like snoozing when I walk in. Like, come on.
Yeah.
So he's standing there. I knock on the door first before I enter. Nice gentlemanly thing.
Yep.
Come
He comes to the door, opens it.
Hey there. So
Hey,
went down, talked to bartender's name.
Jimmy.
Went down and talked to Jimmy there. Seems like you got a nice crew as always, as we knew.
I'll introduce you to more if you guys are willing to work
We talked about it, and we're definitely interested. We're gonna need a place to crash for a little bit if we're gonna be doing this more full time.
Yeah,
So
like
that
I
room.
said, you guys have a full room to yourself. There are, 3 bunk beds in there,
Perfect.
3 big wardrobes.
Sounds great. You were saying it'd be $10 a day or 10G a day. All right. Well, we can take that. I'm gonna need to talk to Flynn because that's obviously not enough for moving products, but that's enough for a daily wage to work through you. So, if you're in, we're in. Extends handshake to Saul.
Yeah, he would shake your hand.
Shake. Hell yeah.
Sounds good. And then he would walk to the bell and ring it, and Lara would come up the stairs. Yes, what do you need? Lara, please show these guys around. And Lara would take you around, starting with this upstairs since you're already here. The upstairs section is just mostly just the back area of the actual first floor, but from the middle room of that area, you can actually go out and there are catwalks all across the area above the actual gambling hall, which were hidden by those tapestries that were kind of hanging lower.
So when I was looking for high ground, I didn't know there was a balcony area.
Yeah,
That's savage.
yeah. There's no way you would know.
I know,
about
that's
that.
just so crazy. All right, there is high ground
Yeah,
here.
it's a secret watching area for people who are watching for cheaters and whatnot.
All right.
Also up here, he would bring you to your bedrooms. Got a little flavor text for that if you'd like. Yeah, this is a comfortably furnished chamber. It's currently unoccupied. 3 bunk beds are shoved against the wall next to a pair of wide wardrobes. A small table with 3 chairs is pushed into one corner, and 2 overstuffed chairs sit on a wolfskin rug before the hearth. The entrance to a small privy is covered by thin curtains. You can poop in there. There's also a dining room that's right next to it. Saul's bedroom is over here. Also, bedroom, office, waiting room. There's a room for the rest of the employees that are bunking there. Currently, there's probably a couple guards sleeping in there that didn't quit after last night. There's a large dressing room with numerous closet rods and clotheslines strung across the room that hold costumes and uniforms worn by the gambling hall employees. Yeah, sometimes it's used as a green room. He would walk you guys back downstairs.
Oh, this is fun. There's so much to explore.
It's a big ass building,
More like the giant goblin.
right? The giant golden goblin. So coming down the stairs would bring you into a staff lounge. Their simple chairs holds this simple chamber holds a few battered chairs and cushions for tired employees to use on the short breaks that Vanderskin allows. Then the stairways raises up into another room. A spittoon in one corner is almost half full of a foul-smelling remnants. And then if you can go left out some doors and you would enter the kitchen. If you would go straight and to the left, you would hit a scullery.
What is that?
It's like a kitchen to wash your pots and pans and stuff.
Yeah.
Sounds a lot scarier than a kitchen.
A scullery. A wooden tub holds grimy water and a smattering of soap suds for cleaning a multitude of platters, trenchers, jacks, and cutlery used in the Golden Goblin. Firewood is also stored in here. He would bring you. You've already been to the bar.
Hey, Larur.
Yeah.
What's the meal policy for employees?
Meals are scheduled at 8 a.m., 12 p.m., and 11 p.m. Usually we'll have something set up in the kitchen. You can go and help yourself.
Very generous. And does everyone sleep here?
Not everyone. There's plenty of people who live in town, but we have accommodations upstairs for those who don't have anywhere else to go.
Very, very welcoming.
No, it's not bad. I mean,
Some
you haven't slept on the beds yet, but...
So you sleep here, Larur?
No. Fuck no.
Are some of your patrons only here for, like, seasonal? Because of the docks and such? Why would they not have accommodations in town?
Some of the workers?
Yeah.
Some people show up from town and they're looking for work right away before they can get a place to go. Maybe they come off some boats coming in, or they find their way up the coast to Riddleport, or maybe even south.
Not that it's a high turnover seasonally. It's just temporary furnishings.
Yeah, temp employees come and go, but this place is hopping enough to where we can usually find workers.
All right.
Also on the first floor on the eastern wing, that's basically just a bunch of guest rooms that people can rent out. Most of them are the same. There's a master one that's a little bit nicer. There's one that's pretty much the same but has a closet. There's a couple bathrooms over there. You guys have already been to the bar. If you go back over to the west wall, there are a few different rooms. There are a couple private dining rooms. There are 3 private dining rooms. There are some stairs going downstairs to the cellar.
The cellar.
What's in the cellar?
Yeah, hey, you know.
The cellar, that's where we keep the
Bodies.
bodies of the forgotten. No, that we have a wine cellar down there. We have the octahedron fighting pits. We have there's a guard alcove down there. There's some kennels. There's an infirmary, an armory. Yes, there's the Red Room, which is our high-class bar.
Sounds like the basement's bigger than the upstairs. Jeez.
Nah, it's kind of... There's only a few rooms, but linked by a hallway. I draw you a map, but it's not really worth it.
Oh, we'll see soon enough.
You'll go down there eventually, I'm sure.
Guard alcove, that's where you might hang out, Crow.
Yeah.
Red Room.
And the fight
And the-
pits.
That's where I might hang out, Crow.
Oh, I'll have to come down and visit you both. I don't imagine I'll be down there too much.
Never know. Could help shovel the shit of some of the dogs we keep down there.
Maybe.
Yeah, and that's pretty much most of it. If you go over to this far southwest corner, there's the counting room, there's a vault, there's a daily cash storage, there's a guard room there. This is the cashier's cage. And yeah, that's most of the place. Is there anything else that you need me for? It sounds like tomorrow we're gonna spend most of the day just trying to hire employees. I don't think we're gonna be open tomorrow, so 2 days from now, come back to work at around I don't know, 5 or 6. Be here ready to work. And otherwise, wait for Saul to
All right. Well,
tell you more specific things to do.
make sure you got some
Actually,
clothes our size.
Since I am the floor manager, yeah, you want the costumes are upstairs. You don't have to wear anything specific. You guys are fine. Everyone was themed yesterday or today because it was a tournament.
I don't have to look like a hot succubus.
No. That was just for the cheat the devil and win his.
I actually don't want the job.
Oh, well, there are still some clothes left up there if you really want them.
All right.
Oh yeah, so let me get a sense of what you guys are willing to bring forth to the business. Leon, what can you bring to the business?
I can put an ordnance handle on any weapon that you have. I'm skilled at fixing things and putting things together, especially if they're metal. I can light things on fire and burn things. I have a lot of heat in me. I'm also a very intelligent and hard worker. I'll do whatever this business needs. I promise that I'll be here and I'll show up.
Okay. Yeah. That was a good pitch. What can you bring for me, Dane?
I look to Dane and I smile, shake my head.
I kind of squint my eyes a bit like, well, I don't really offer the professional hardworking part, but I will be working with Flynn, who, as I've seen, is not the most professional to begin with, but I believe that I can up the annual income of this place a significant amount based on what me and him will be working with.
That's good to hear.
Money.
Money. Crow, what do you got going for us?
I think my nature and aggression will lead me to be a good bouncer, good bodyguard, good fight pit, attendee of sorts. And if you ever want to get into the tourism game, I'm a pretty good shipsman, good sailor, good ship crafter. I could help you on those fronts.
Gambling boat rides.
Sure. Or maybe taxis or...
The Goblin at Sea. I see it now.
Sounds like a good home for me.
Yes, all right. I'll think about your first stations for tomorrow. Yeah, you guys are free to leave. It's probably like, I don't know, 2 at this point, 2 a.m.
Right on.
Wow.
Well, after a night like this, I think some rest is well needed after this mead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could try and sleep.
Do you guys
could
go
use
back
rest.
to your homes, or are you guys gonna stay here?
I go home.
Well,
Alright.
I'm gonna stay here, get acclimated.
Okay. Dane?
I like the way this guy thinks. I want to go back up to the room here.
All right. Neato.
Does it make a difference? I can keep these on. Does it make a difference if I stay at home? Should I be staying at the inn? Otherwise, Elyon would probably never stay there.
You don't necessarily have to, no.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure if that would hinder the story, like if things would happen there and I'd just be chilling at home.
Nope.
Cool.
You're fine.
Then I'm gonna go home.
Okay, so just to mechanically talk about how running this business works, you can make a variety of checks either while you're working or outside of work to try to either draw patrons in or do well on the job. Things like bluff checks, you can spend a couple hours a day cajoling with citizens and tricking them into visiting the Golden Goblin. Craft checks, you can spend a couple hours maybe to create an advertisement or make something of the Golden Goblin look nicer. You can you can do a diplomacy check, managing and helping greet customers, or you can spend hours in the day convincing people to stop by the Golden Goblin. You can also do that with intimidate checks. You can spend a couple hours threatening customers to come down to the Golden Goblin, or else bad things will happen. You can do perform checks, performing for customers at the Golden Goblin, or to just bring people, like spread the news about it on the streets. You can spend a couple hours working as a croupier or dealer at the Golden Goblin. You can be one of the people up in the cat's the cat's nest.
Cat's walk.
Up in the catwalk.
Cat's meow.
Yeah, you can spend a couple hours up in the catwalk, watching gamblers, blah blah blah. Yeah, and so every week. Since Saul is the proprietor of the Golden Goblin, every week he makes a check to see how much money the goblin, like if the Golden Goblin is profitable, and that goes on a scale from like -4 to +4, blah blah. I can expound on it. Right now, you guys are at I think -1 in the Golden Goblin profitability chart, which means the weekly bonus is -2 GP. So.
Wow. So we have to pay to work here.
Yeah, you actually don't have to pay. It's just it'll probably come out of your I mean, so another thing, I told you guys 10 GP a day. The book says 10 GP a week, but I'm just gonna give you guys a little more money. Woo. So I'm probably gonna adjust some of these money payout scales just because. But right now, the Golden Goblin is on the brink of being a profitable enterprise. So yeah, you guys have decided to turn in for the night. Elion's walking home. The other two are sleeping in the Golden Goblin. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
You guys would go make your bed. Elion, you're gonna walk home, huh?
I am.
In the dead of night by yourself?
Yep. Just like I've done 1,000 times before.
Well.
Yeah, but the dice weren't controlling your fate 1,000 times before.
Oh, the dice gods have taken over my life.
Oh.
He's still rolling.
That's 9 damage.
All right, Elion. Walking these dimly lit streets back to your house. Your house is actually the closest one to the Golden Goblin, so you don't have that far to go. But as you would pass by a particularly dark corner, make a perception check.
10 plus 4, 14.
All right, you would, before seeing this person, you would smell his unwashed body from around the corner as you would try and grab at you as you made your way past this corner of the alleyway.
Ew, gross.
Roll for initiative.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, I got a 6.
All right, we'll just kind of feel it out, map-wise.
Okay.
I could quick draw something if that would make it better.
That's okay. So I'm walking down the street and I walked past an alley and he like reached out as I walked by the alley.
Yeah. So since you smelled him coming, I'm just gonna have him do a grapple check on his first round instead of a surprise round.
Okay.
So he's gonna try and grapple you. I actually have a stat block here I should use. He does not grapple you though. That was a very bad roll.
Whew, good.
Now it's your turn. Hey, little lady, why are you walking out here all alone?
Back off, you don't want to mess with me. And she throws on, she starts glowing and her eyes get dark and she uses her Fey magic to make herself look intimidating as she tells him to back off.
Make an intimidate check.
19.
Your Fey aspect, what did that make you look like again? Glowing eyes and...
Yeah, glowing eyes and like the background, like I picture all his focus is on me as I get dark and around me, like the background zooms in so it looks like I'm moving towards him. Can you picture that?
Yeah, he would get very startled by that and get a little freaked out, and he would turn tail and run away.
Whew.
Not fucking wizard, I ain't messing with you.
Yeah, get out of here. And that fades off and I just continue my walk home.
Yeah, congratulations. So after Elion would scare this thug off, walking back, the night is a little bit darker because of the black blot hanging in the air. And maybe her gaze would go up to it, trying to maybe see the moon, which isn't visible tonight. And you would hear and see a large lightning strike blast through the air. But otherwise, it's a very clear night, other than the blot that's in the air.
Lightning strike through the air?
Yeah, so a big old lightning strike happens. Doesn't touch ground, but you see it kind of above Riddleport.
Was that from the cloud?
It could have been.
Is that the only cloud in the sky, or is it clear?
It's completely clear other than that. It didn't necessarily come from the blot, but it's hard to tell in the night, I guess.
She thinks that's strange.
It is strange. And yeah, you would make it the rest of your way home. Maybe walk into your living room, and your dad, whose name we skipped over last time, I got distracted by Crow's mother's name, Lisa, and you didn't get to say yours.
His name is Peter.
Peter?
Peter.
All
You
right.
can call him Pete, though. Pete Thresh.
Pete Thresh? All right, Pete Thresh is snoozing away on the couch as you walk in the door.
Father, I'm home. I run to the couch and I jump down beside him and I grab him. I got a job.
No, that's excuse me, I'm still waking up here. That's awesome, Elion. Good job. And he would give you a big old dad hug.
Oh, I love you, Dad. I hug him back, and I
Ah,
tell
so-
him all about it.
All right. He would be like, you fought off bandits? A heist happened? That's amazing. I knew you were getting stronger and stronger, but I didn't expect you to be able to do anything like this. This is amazing.
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't know I had these kind of powers in me. I've dabbled with them, and your crossbow training came in handy.
Told you, practice every day.
I want to keep getting better, but I have a question for you, Dad. See, they offered me a place to stay, and I was wondering if perhaps maybe you'd want. Well, you haven't had the house to yourself ever since I moved in with you. Would you like to have the place to yourself? I'd of course come visit.
Oh, I mean, I didn't expect to have to think over you leaving the nest already, but I've learned from past mistakes, and if you're ready to move out, then I'm not gonna stop you.
Well, to be honest, I'm not ready.
Oh.
I kind of like being here with you.
Well, you're always welcome to stay home with your dear old dad.
All right. Then she's gonna stay. She's gonna stay with him, but she is
Alright.
gonna grab a few things. I think what she's gonna do is move some of her things over there in case she has to stay, and move her things over. But she just has to tell her dad, the two people that are over there, it's two boys, two people you might have met. Have you heard of Crow Moonwave?
Crow
Or have you met
Moonwave.
Dane?
Moonwave.
Dane, what's your last name again?
Blizzarian.
Dane Blazarian. Those are the two that I fought him off with. And anyway, we've sort of become a group, I guess. We were all hired at the same time.
Well, that's interesting. I've definitely heard of the Blizzarian family before. Not a big fan of the dad. He's kind of an asshole. But, I mean, the mom seems nice if you're into ladies of Callistra, I guess.
Praise be Callistra, I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, she does have some fiery personality traits that some find appealing, but there are some other things that other people find appealing of Callistra too that I'm a little too humble for. Let's say that. Let's go with that. But Moonwave sounds familiar. I met a Lisa Moonwave just the other day. She was a very nice lady.
Lisa
I liked her.
Moonwave.
Yeah, she.
That must be his mother.
Yeah, she came by asking about the prices for commissioning blades and whatnot.
Ah. Well, I'm hoping that working at this place will get us a lot more business.
Yeah.
It seems like there's a lot of work and there's a lot going on, and I mentioned a couple times that we're a blacksmith, so I hope to bring more business back here because we could definitely use it.
Yeah, and I mean, I do specialize in weapons and armor, but I'll put a sconce on a wall for a few bucks. Not above that, or making repairs to buildings and windows and whatnot.
That's why I love you, Dad.
You're such a good girl, I think.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, good. Sometimes you scare me. You've yelled a couple times, but I think you're a good chick.
We're a fiery nature, us thrushes.
Hell yeah, we are. And then maybe the scene would cut back to Dane and Crow, maybe jumping in bunk beds.
Having a chortle over here. Well, first off, that was disgusting.
I yawned, man. What the fuck?
Look, I'm not one to judge, but I'm judging. So, Crow, I gotta learn some shit. You know, it's in my nature. What's your deal? You like ships, so like, did you sail?
Yes, I have spent most of my life at sea.
Oh yeah?
When I'm not here in Riddleport.
Like working on boats, like slave trading? What are you doing?
A lot of sailing for hobby. I've gotten into some pillaging, for sure. Haven't always been the best apple on the tree.
I mean, as far as fruit goes, I'm rotten. Straight up.
I'm trying to be a little more civil, but I thieve when
Yeah.
I see necessary.
That's rad. So like, my dad came home the other day and he was like bitching about some orc, and I had a weird feeling since you're a boat family and the whole orc ordeal that your dad might have worked with my dad. But, I mean, you probably wouldn't know his name. His name's Dave. What's your dad's name?
Don't speak.
Okay. Well, you know, he didn't say his name when he was yelling, so I guess it could have been. But,
This must have been long in the past.
yeah, it's,
Father was murdered.
oh, wow. It's been a minute. But I guess I just wanted to know what draws you to the sea? Why are you a boat dude?
Probably same reason you're drawn to the drugs. It's my high. Get out on that open water and I get a rush down in my cold blood.
Damn. Well, you know, to each their own. I guess I just wanted to know, seeing as my dad's a sailor dude as well, see if there was any parallel between the two. So have you heard the name?
Dave. Ran into Dave about a week ago.
Oh, yeah? What about?
Well, I maybe didn't captain one of his ships very thoroughly.
And it happened to sink?
Yes.
High five, my man. All right, well, first things first.
I was trying to be the best captain I could.
I don't care. I'm not a huge fan of my dad. He has a lot of money. He can use a ship. Y'all are safe. Took him down a peg. It was good to see him come home that way.
Well, I guess
you know,
you're welcome, but
it's cool.
I do want to be the best captain I can be, and that was my amateur moment as a first captain.
I mean, yeah, I won't disagree there. It's pretty bad.
I will do everything in my power to do the Golden Goblin better. Okay, it's in the past.
All right.
Okay?
Hey. No need to crow about it. Yeah, you know, that's all I really want to talk to you about. But I'm gonna run downstairs, drink myself happy, and then I'll see you in the morning, huh?
I'm gonna come with you. I need a drink now.
Okay. Well, let's go get a drink.
All right, Elion, are you going to bed or are you still awake?
I go to bed.
Okay.
I'm gonna sleep pretty soon.
All right. Elion goes to bed. You guys go down. You find the bar unattended because it's closed.
Yep.
Well, he said it was on the house. Crow crawls behind the bar.
Yeah. You're able to. You find
What would you like there, Dane? It's on
bottles.
They got any Gus and Brew?
Rummaging through bottles.
They got some Gus and Brew.
Right here. Here we go.
Right on. I'm gonna take that bottle and I'm gonna start walking around the casino I guess, I don't want to say casino, bar. I'm gonna walk around the bar as investigatively as I can, see if there's any, I don't know, paintings and things that might tell me a little story. Maybe go to that goulette wheel and see if I can smack talk a ghoul.
I mean, the goulette has been put away.
Oh, you can put it away.
Yeah, it's like kind of fragile and valuable, so they don't just keep it out on the floor all night. They put it away after hours. Their blackjack table's still up. Looking around, make a perception check.
Alrighty. I give it a nice little look. That's a nat 20 plus a bunch.
20. It's pretty good. Walking around the bar area, you might kind of, in total, you pick up 10 GP off the floor.
Oh, hey.
There's not really a lot of paintings worthwhile. If you would walk into kind of the atrium right before the hallway that has it's room 17 on the map there. It's basically an entryway before you get into all of the actual guest suites and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to walk through the guest area.
Okay. Yeah, not a lot of just paintings and stuff on the wall here. That's kind of a rough and tumble place.
Any historic plaques? Local knowledge shit.
I mean, there's the Goulette plaque, but I already read that to you.
Okay, I guess then just recalling, what was the goblin before it was this bar? Was it still a bar? Or
Yeah,
was it? Okay.
it's always been kind of a famous casino. But
his changes include
reopening it.
Okay.
Basically, it had gotten run down. Nope, it wasn't being used anymore. Eventually, Saul got the money together after falling out of being a crime boss to where he felt he could buy it, and now he's been trying to get it running again. It hasn't been running for very long, maybe a couple months. But the Cheat the Devil tournament was his way of showing everybody that he's going to be back on the map.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I was just looking to expand on what he had done because I know of the goblin beforehand. So I wanted to know if it was now more reputable or if it used to be just a brothel, a hotel, or etc.
No, it's always kind of been
Okay.
the Golden Gamble.
It's always been the way it is, but we're trying to do it better.
Would I be able to check out the cellar?
You want to try and get down to the cellar?
Yeah.
All right.
We could try that, yeah.
You guys could try and make your way down to the cellar.
Just to kind of give a personal tour to ourselves.
Yeah, that's definitely a possibility.
Yeah, personal tour.
So you would know that there are a couple ways to get down to the cellar. The first one would be the kind of staff entrance over in this, over through the kitchen and down some stairs. Would you like to go that way, or you can take the stairs over on the west wall, and that'll bring you directly down into the red room, the low key bar.
Race you down there. I split to whatever one he doesn't.
All right, you make it to that. Yeah, you make it to this door, and it's actually locked.
To the red room one?
Yeah, to the room that goes down to the red room is locked.
I'm running to the kitchen.
Well, fuck.
All right, that one, the kitchen's open. If you would make it to the other door, that door is open.
Cool, I'm going in.
All right, you following him, Dane?
10 feet behind.
All right, you guys would walk down a set of stairs that you hadn't actually been brought down to before. It hooks around, and a hallway goes down for, I don't know, maybe 5, 10, maybe 60 feet or so. It goes straight down. Not down, but it's about a 60-foot hallway.
Straight down.
Yeah, just down.
A fall.
It goes south, my bad, not down. Looking at a picture, blah, blah, blah. So as you would walk down this, there are 2 doors to your right, and then at the end of the hallway, it turns to the right, and then lose track. And there's a door down to the left as well, down about halfway down the hallway.
Is there signage on the doors, or is it all unlabeled?
These doors over here are not labeled because they're staff doors.
It's like I don't want to knock or like go into anyone's, sleeping quarters while I'm down here.
You know that nobody sleeps down here from what Lara told you.
There's a bar down here too.
There is.
It's rad.
So the hallway would actually end before that 60 feet. My bad.
What can I see about this red room here? What's its purpose?
All right. So, interestingly enough, when you make it down this hallway, you actually hit a wall. But from this side, make a perception check.
From this side, I get a 14.
Okay.
15.
I'm going to say that those are enough to notice that this wall seems to have a lot of kind of, not scrape marks, but kind of dust marks on it. You guys would recognize it as a kind of secret door. And if you would push that...
I get more if we're considering that a trap finding.
It's not a trap.
Okay.
It's just a secret door.
But I would see it.
Yeah, at the end of the hallway, there's a secret door there, and you'd push it open, and this is kind of how the staff kind of secretly get over into the area where the patrons are occupying. Past this door to the left, you would look and you'd see a seating area, kind of an arena of sorts, and then there in the middle, there's about a 15 by 15 foot diameter pit. And then if you would look down there, you would kind of see some fighting pits. So patrons would go in here and watch some people fight.
Hey, that's what I'm talking
So
about.
10 feet down is where the fighting pit is.
Yeah, I'm not about... I couldn't scale those walls, Crow, you know what I mean?
Yeah, you guys, when you walked to the secret door, you did pass by a hallway that led to stairs going down. And then if you would keep going down that hallway, it would hook to the right, and then you would find yourself in the red room.
Okay, so it's past the fighting pits?
Yeah.
on the, like, you have to go down to where you enter fighting pits and then it's down there?
Yeah, so to give you an idea of how this works, if you enter the basement from the kitchen, the staff area, it goes down into the wine cellar and another room, which is the Wrangler's chamber. And that's where Bojask, not Horseman, the Beastmaster, occupies the chamber when not overseeing the octahedron pits. Actually, he might actually live there. Bojask might be sleeping in that room, actually. Wow. So there's this wine cellar, Bojask's room on that side, and then there's a secret door before, and like the stairs leading down to the actual fighting pits. And then there's a secret door which blocks off the arena and the stands area, and then that extra bar. So the patrons don't have to walk around the same area that the help does, basically.
So the red room is located in that hall?
Yeah, if you would go down to that locked door that you hit before and go down those stairs, that enters immediately into the red room. And
but
then
we're on the other side of that.
Yeah, you entered the other side, so there's a secret door between those two.
I want to get into that red room.
Yeah, that red room's easy. Yeah, you can get in there.
All right, I want to percept around a bit. What goes down in here? Is there a bunch of stains, or is it a bunch of like drug smell? This sex room, smoke room, fuck room, fight room? Trying to sniff or snort.
It's
you know
all
what
the
I mean?
same shit, man.
Above.
It's all the same shit.
This rough chamber has a short bar and a number of battered tables and chairs squeezed into it. The walls and floors are crudely painted a rusty red. This is the Golden Goblin's underground bar and the bar that services the octahedron. Normally there'd be a bartender there, and yeah, there's maybe some, I don't know, give me a perception check.
Yep.
Try and smell any lingering scents.
Not feeling my finest at 2:30. It's 9.
9.
26. I'm feeling pretty sniffy.
Sniffy. My senses have dulled.
Crow would... I don't know if you're familiar enough with the sense of the drugs going down here, but you would kind of smell kind of a musty, kind of hazy scent. If you would describe it to Dane, he might be like, ooh, I guess it does kind of smell like pesh or opium down here or something like that.
Hey, Dane.
What you sniffing there,
My
bud?
orc schnoz, smell something you might be interested in down here. A little lingering, maybe some... What'd you call before? Pesh?
Pesh? Yeah. I mean,
maybe some
we definitely
opium
know
or...
they use it. We definitely know they use it. So.
Yeah, this could be some sort of drug lair, drug common room.
Yeah, it's definitely where some, like more expensive drinks and then the illicit substances get directly dealt down here.
Hey, Orc Schnoz, what do you smell on this? I hold up 2 fingers.
Oh, you nasty.
I run out of the room childishly. I'm going back towards the main entrance of where we came from.
It kind of smells like your mother.
Nice.
Got my ass.
He did get his ass. Yeah, what do you guys want to do now?
I'm explored out. I'm gonna finish this bottle of Gus and Brew I had, the entire thing, and return to my slumber area.
All right, make a Constitution check.
Very stupendously walking. A cons check?
Yeah.
Ooh, we only talking an 8.
That means that you've kind of got a slight addiction going to this stuff right here. You're gonna take 1 point of con damage.
Starting addiction to Gus and Brew.
I'm gonna walk before I head back up to the room. I'm gonna walk over to the bar and get a nice old pint of mead.
All right, cool. Yeah, you can make me a Constitution.
Did
I say Constitution check before? I meant Fortitude, but
doesn't change.
okay. Fortitude.
6.
6? Oh,
Ooh.
man. You're gonna take 2 points of con damage, and you're getting addicted to alcohol.
Con damage. And do they get that back when they rest?
Yeah.
Cool.
Damage, you get 1 point of ability damage back every time you sleep. If it was ability drain, you would have to get that magically renewed somehow. All right. As you would all lay down for bed, you guys would fall asleep. And Crow, I mean, you guys probably all have dreams, but Crow's dream is a little bit stronger than the rest because he starts reliving the memory that happened not too long ago. He remembers wood being torn apart, shards flying everywhere. He remembers cold water, warm water, gradually growing colder and colder as he falls deeper and deeper into it. And then it would cut to the last thing he remembered, his unconscious body draped over a piece of driftwood floating across the seas. The coast visible from where he floats, and a bird would flutter up to him and start pecking at maybe his shoulder, maybe his face. And he would wake up and recognize this bird as a whippoorwill. And then he'd wake up, and it's the next day.
I didn't have a dream at all. I was unconscious. Jesus.
That's fine. What do you guys do when you wake up? Let's roll for initiative, see who wakes up first. Crow's first, then everybody else can wake up. You guys roll initiative, see who wakes up first. Next.
I'm at home, so
Yeah, you're at home.
13.
9.
All right, so Dane, you'd probably be woken up by Crow as he kind of starts himself awake.
Oh,
Startles
God.
himself awake.
Yeah, it'd be like that, man.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Damn birds was trying to get me after the shipwreck.
All right. I take a plug of what's left of the remnants of the Gus and Brew bottle.
Tastes good.
Just kind of shake of it, toss the bottle in the garbage.
Yeah, you would heal your 1 point of con damage from your rest, and you would heal 1 point of con damage as well. Elion would wake up kind of at her own leisure in her own bed, all comfy and warm.
I finished my meditations
Nice.
because I
Prep on it.
don't sleep.
Oh yeah, I suppose elves don't actually have to sleep. Cool.
So I do my meditations and I feel like I wake up, open my eyes, it's daytime.
Right. Prep your spells for the day, and or I guess you don't have to prep spells. You just get your daily allotment back.
I got more spells.
Can I just set up a little area, makeshift stylia for my table, craft my extracts for the day?
Yeah,
All right.
you can work on the little table that's in your bedroom.
Give me a minute and I'll tell you which ones I made.
Word.
It's nice not having to prep spells. I don't have to do the work. I just have them.
It's true.
What time did we wake up?
You guys went to bed at around... You guys probably went to bed at around 3. You probably woke up at like 11, getting 8 hours of rest.
And we don't have to be at work until... Or no, that was 2 days later.
Yeah, you guys actually have this day off because they're working on hiring back a lot of people who quit last night. So you guys kind of have a day to do whatever you please. Unless you'd like to skip the day, you don't have anything you want to do, you can just kind of move into the next day if you like.
I got some things I want to do.
Okay. You guys didn't really talk about meeting back up with Elion or anything.
Yeah,
so.
no. Elion went on her own accord.
I wake up in the morning, actually kind of early, finish my meditations, and I go over to the Golden Goblin, and I just check in with you guys.
All right.
See if you're in the room. I go to the room that we were all assigned.
Okay,
knock,
nice.
knock.
I remove my goggles, run to the door, peek out the little hole if there is one.
It's Elion.
Yeah, you see Elion.
Well, come in. I open the door.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey, little lady.
well, sorry about him. I'm gonna be over here. I throw my goggles on and I'm just crafting away.
How'd you both sleep? Any troubles in the night?
I had a couple bad dreams.
Bad dreams.
Happens to me sometimes.
Do you get these often?
Only very recently after bad encounters.
Well, what was last night's?
Shipwreck, bird trying to gouge me. I hate birds.
Yikes.
Make a sense motive check on that bird.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. Okay. You definitely.
So a 6 total.
You definitely think that the bird was trying to eat you, gouge you, but make a wisdom check.
Seven.
Well, as an inquisitor of Pharasma, I'm gonna give you a little bit of a break here and tell you that he would know that the whippoorwill is actually one of the not symbols, but kind of the whippoorwills are an animal of Pharasma, representative of her. You would know that a lot of times whippoorwills kind of are an omen of Pharasma, or maybe that she's trying to send you help.
By gouging me?
That's what you think.
Your perception.
I think Pharasma may be disappointed in me. She may be trying to send me messages in a very intimidating way. And it just lets me know that I'm not working hard enough at shaping up. And I intend to continue to do my best.
Hey, Crow, you want to do your best for me?
Depends, little man.
I work closely with Pharasma. I think you should go out today and...
Like a bluff check. I'm just kidding.
No.
I don't care.
I bluffed my ass off. That was good.
Oh, you're bluffing me, huh?
I hit him with a 19 bluff that I'm sending him some word from Pharasma right now.
If Crow cares to think that he might be bluffing, you can roll a sense motive check, but I don't know if that goes over his head or not. Yeah, you believe him.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
All right, well, he just has a slight inkling that maybe it's true. What are the chances? I think you two should really go spread some word about the goblin. We have a day off, and if we come back and there's more patrons and there's booming, we should spend a day spreading word, whether it be flyers, word of mouth, intimidation. You guys do your thing.
And what are you going to do, little man? You're not my boss.
I have to make a very, very important run for my future boss. That of which I need to probably do alone. But I don't want us to waste our days unless you have intent for the day.
I was gonna go to the library and do
the
some
library.
learning. There's a library in town?
There. You would probably find a library open to the magically inclined at the Cipher Lodge.
Cool, that's where I was gonna go.
Oh, okay.
But I'll...
Cipher Lodge, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking to head to the Cipher Lodge if anyone wants to come with me, but we could spread the word there. That's
Yeah.
an untapped market.
Maybe the higher elves would give a shit about gambling. I don't know.
Perhaps.
I was going
Maybe
to...
on your way there, just spread some business cards for him.
I will. See if we can get some people.
I can patrol the town. I planned on going to the docks, maybe seeing if there's any boats for sale or for 5-finger discount sale, or seeing if we could take that market over.
Well, if you can steal a boat, I'll resign. I need to make a run to my alchemist, but I will have to talk to Flynn first if the bar opens or if anyone shows up before, I don't know, probably the afternoon at the bar.
Everybody's been given the day off because they're hiring new people.
Okay.
So he doesn't live there, so he might not show up today.
Probably not around. All right. Well, then I won't worry about it. But I gotta make my run, and as I run through town, I will definitely spread word. I want the Golden Goblin to look as good as possible under us.
Okay.
Think it would shine well.
Yeah. If you want to just kind of go about the day spreading word, make me diplomacy checks. Check.
What parts of town do
Or
I
you
go
could use
through
your
to get to my
you could
alchemist?
use your merchant if you'd like.
I was thinking, because what part of towns am I running through? Is it going to be people that kind of know of me, the trade, etc., or is it like the snooties? You know what I mean?
The area of town that the Golden Goblin is in is the Wharf District, which at one point was kind of a booming area, but it's kind of fallen under harsh times. The Leeward District and the Free Coin District is kind of taking all of the business elsewhere at this point.
Then while we're at the bar, I want to grab some swag, whether it be a posters for the bar, whether it be they have
Yeah, sure. They got
rudimentary business cards
They
sitting
have
behind the bar.
They have some flyers and posters and stuff. Sure.
I'm gonna take a good amount of those. Take 10 minutes, plan out how I
Yeah. So these posters,
where I want to put them.
It's
etc.
it's a picture of like that golden goblin statue, except he's pointing straight forward, and it says, "We want you to come gamble at the Golden Gambling Hall."
All right. Yeah. That looks like it's probably targeted more for the bar audience and some rich places. Can I go to some of the dockside, if there be taverns, if there be businesses, craft merchants? I'm going to put up some posters and etc. using merchant and the fact that I planned it out.
Yeah. There's a few bars you could go to. There's the Mystery of the Gate, which is more for the cipher gate type people like to go to this place.
I sent a stack of flyers with Elion to do that run since he's going to the cipher gate.
Cool beans. Yeah.
Yeah, I take
Well,
them with.
the Cipher Lodge is in a different part of town than the Mystery of the Gate bar.
It's okay, I'll hit
He'll be
it.
close.
Okay. Cool. And then there's also the Drunken Lurch around town. There's a Frothy Flagon. There is maybe one other small bar around.
What's a place I'd see Crow?
I was
Crow's
gonna go
folk.
dockside.
I know, that's why I'm like, what could be a
Sailors love
good place
drinking.
for you to go?
Yeah.
Post them all around the docks, I suppose, but I was trying to think of an actual place.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to step on my territory.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, there's pretty much any shop you could kind of think of around town. You could go to, I don't know what you would call it, but there might be a boathouse-esque place where there's maybe a manager of the docks type person there.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Helping people in and out of the harbor and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Taking coin for parking your boat at the docks.
I'd send a stack with Crow to leave there too and around his area.
Okay.
And I politely bid you both farewell. I will see you later tonight or tomorrow morning.
Good luck out there later.
Yeah.
Good luck in your endeavors, Celion. Crow?
Peace.
Peace.
Well, Crow, they're sort of on the way where we're going. You want to walk together?
Sure.
Let's go.
They walk. I'm gonna say that you two probably hit a destination before Dane does. And you guys just want to hang some posters. What are you guys looking to do? I can give you some checks that you can make to spread word of the business, or you can try to walk up and interact with people.
I may want to playfully intimidate some people.
Okay. So as you would walk into, let's say that the Frothy Flagon is a bar over kind of by the dock areas. You'd walk in, there's a bunch of people there's a number of people, not too many, but sitting at the bar, a couple more just at a couple tables. There is the bartender, who's kind of some middle-aged guy cleaning off some cups with a towel. Standard, like.
Upon walking in, we're gonna hang a poster in the little mudroom area.
Hey, what are you hanging over there?
It's a poster for the Golden Goblin. It's just reopened.
Oh, the Golden Goblin. Heard there was a debacle there last night.
Bit of a debacle, but we handled it.
Oh, you
personally.
did? You really? You're heroes then, huh?
I don't know if I'd call
Of
us.
sorts.
I heard that they didn't make it out there with anything, so there had to have been some heroes, right?
There's some sort of heroism. We did stop them. Yeah, they tried to take the whole treasure chest, but got them before they could. Just got out the door, and then we stopped them.
Yeah, I heard there were braziers lighting with bright lights. There were icicles being thrown. There's a bunch of different things going on.
Crow throws an icicle into a drink.
All right, use one of your
Oh yeah, no.
daily icicle things.
Nope, I don't
You
wanna.
used it. You have to.
I have to.
Recon.
Okay,
Recon.
I'll give you a break. You don't actually make an icicle shard?
Can I like drip some ice just so he gets the idea without actually depleting one?
Do you have that spell?
What?
Do you have a spell to make ice besides throw icicles?
No, he has to take my word.
Okay. It's like, well...
I have old icy veins in these hands.
Let me see your fingers. They are cold. Sure, I believe you. So what can I do for you guys? You trying to hang something in here?
Putting posters up. We're just stopping in to say that you should all come check out the Golden Goblin.
Roll a diplomacy check. You each can, or you can aid. One person can roll and one person can aid. Yeah.
He wouldn't be making that check.
Yeah. What's your... He wouldn't?
He wouldn't.
What's your diplomacy bad? Okay. I
Alright,
have...
Elion,
I can aid, I guess.
Yeah, try an aider.
Or you
That'll
could do
give-
your own intimidate.
You
guys
got a
are
7.
8.
Well, I mean, I'm always happy about promoting local businesses, but we don't really have a spot to just hang flyers.
Looks
I
like
think
you
I
have...
see a spot right here.
Roll intimidate.
I come up behind him and I say, yeah, I see it right there. Can you not see?
15.
Aid. I don't aid. Wait, I do aid. 11.
So 15 plus 2 is 17. Whoa, all right. Don't settle down. Sure. You can hang up one of your flyers near the door, okay?
Thank you.
Jesus. Can I get you a drink while you're here at least? You threaten me, not even buy me a drink?
I'm buying you a drink.
Yeah, well, buy a drink from me. Buying me a drink is the same as paying for a drink.
I prefer to drink at the Golden Goblin. I walk out.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. You guys leave?
Are there any patrons we could hassle?
Yeah, there are definitely patrons in there you could hassle if you want.
I walk back in.
Are you back so soon?
I begin to make an announcement to the bar.
What would you like to announce?
Fair ladies and gentlemen of this great establishment, the Golden Goblin is bouncing back from its setbacks, and we would love if all of you would join us for some gambling fun this weekend.
That's diplomacy?
Oh, sure.
It sounded diplomatic, but you could add like an or else if you want to make it intimidate.
If you don't want to gamble your money, you may find yourself losing it in other ways.
All right, that's intimidating enough for me. Roll the check.
8.
Everyone just kind of laughs at you. Fuck the Golden Goblin! They didn't even pay me out last night.
You think that's funny? I walk up to the person that didn't get paid out and I take their drink and I push it over into their body.
He gets splashed with warm alcohol because he's been nursing it for too long. He's got a hangover. And him and his 3 buddies get mad and stand up. Roll for initiative.
Oh, gosh.
Ooh, y'all did it now.
Nat 20 for a 22. I'm ready to go.
I got a 16.
Crow is revved. He just botched his speaking, so he's like, you know what? I'll throw cups about it.
I'm looking to intimidate, I guess.
All right, so Crow had 20.
22.
Oh. Elion?
16.
All right, Crow, these guys stand up in your face after Elion smashes beer on them. What does Crow do? They haven't attacked yet, but they did engage kind of in intimidating like.
I look over at the bartender and I go, watch this. And then I cast an icicle at one of them.
Ah, he's the icicle guy. All right, roll to hit. It's a ranged attack, right? It's not touch.
Yeah. It's gonna be a 16.
16 will hit him. Definitely hits him.
Ka-chong.
Roll damage.
5 damage.
Nice. So the first guy gets hit right kind of under the shoulder blade with your icicle from pretty much close point blank, and he's just bleeding profusely. Elion. Did you want to move at all?
Nope.
All right. Elion.
Walk up to, who's the guy? The guy said he didn't get paid?
Yeah. He's the guy to the left of who you spilt beer on.
Okay, and who got hit with the icicle?
The guy who you spilt beer on.
Okay. I take another beer off the counter and I put it in front of that man and I say, how about you come over to the Golden Goblin and get your payout, friend, before you take another one of these icicles. See, as you can see, we have the best there. My friend here, Crow, is a bit of a hero himself. I encourage you to come with us and get out of this place.
Roll me a diplomacy?
I was hoping to be intimidated. Oh, I turn Haunted Fey aspect on and I draw my, start to pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
See, I'm a bit of a hero myself.
Roll intimidate?
Yeah! It's 24.
24. All right, so as you Haunted Fey aspect yourself and kind of more aggressively sales pitch these guys into going to the Golden Goblin, the one guy looks like he's about to pass out due to blood loss, but the other two just sit back down in their chairs like, yeah, we'll come to the Golden Goblin sometime. Sure. Yeah, okay. Right, Larry? Larry's just wincing in pain. Yeah, I'll go to the Golden Goblin.
I pull out my wand of Cure Light Wounds and I just tap him right where I icicled him.
All right.
That's what I thought.
Okay. Give him some heal back. 1d8 plus 1.
2.
So he gets 2. The wound closes. He's not quite back up to full vitality yet, but he's no longer bleeding profusely. He goes, thanks, I guess. They're all very confused. You drop out of combat because they all sat back down. They don't want to mess with you guys. I guess the intimidating of getting them to go to the Golden Goblin seems to have worked. What do you guys do now?
I get the name of the guy that didn't get paid. How much didn't you get paid, guy?
I'm Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
Joffrey.
Joffrey.
I had at least he counts on both of his hands and his fingers. I gotta say, I had at least 45 different silver pieces at one point.
I'm gonna
one
sense
point.
motive. I want to see if he's lying.
Me too.
Sure.
Yeah, I only got a 10.
I had a 16.
You think that he's probably on the level telling the truth. Elion would get the idea that he doesn't actually remember how many chips he had left. He was probably too drunk, just looking at how hungover he looks out right in front of you right now.
Don't you think that number's a little high, Joffrey?
I don't know. I didn't get paid out.
Well, how about you all go down to the Golden Goblin and they'll get you sorted out.
I'll get you sorted out, sure. Golden Goblin. They grumble and turn back to their drinks. The one guy goes and gets another one because you spilt it on him and then attacked him.
I give them each a silver for a drink.
All right. Get out of me shop. You caused enough trouble.
All right.
Yeah, that was the bartender, by the way. He wants you guys to leave. I'm gonna call the Genda Arms if you don't stop making trouble here.
Everybody, remember, Golden Goblin.
All right, yeah. You
Assuming-
guys successfully did that. Dane, what are you up to?
I'm out there walking. I'm whistling.
Yeah, you are.
I'm having a good time, right? Feeling good about my newfound wealth. Mm-hmm. I take one of the 5 remaining bags of my pesh.
Ooh, as you're walking down, you see this kind of... I'm gonna say you'd probably think this woman is kind of gross as you're walking by. She goes, "Hey, baby, I suck for a couple coin. Alright, get over here. I got a back alley. My
Dude,
back
you
alley
better.
office.
I'll give you a couple coin if you never talk to me again, you fucking sea urchin.
Deal. Anything else I can do for you?"
Silver piece her way.
He just catches it.
Keep walking.
Thanks, baby. All right, you keep walking.
I'm looking down some alleys, looking for that. A lot of people I've seen throwing dice around the alleys.
Yeah.
I know they're sitting on some dice money, but they're all also kind of, I wouldn't say homeless, just more street ratty like me.
Make a perception check.
Where are my street rats at?
Or a knowledge local, if you'd like to remember where you've seen some of these places.
I'd say 13.
13? Yeah.
Where's a place? I can go look at that place. Some alleys behind a place.
I mean, right around where you are, you don't hear or see any dice games going on, but if you roll a knowledge local check, you might be able to remember more of a spot that's a hub for that.
That'll be 20 then.
All right, yeah, you know if you go over to the Rot Gut district, there's always some boys playing some dice in the mud over there.
Is the Rot Gut the Orc district though?
It's not any person or race specific.
Like,
Crow lives over in that area, but you know of some kind of sketchy games going on down there.
Last time I interacted with some of the Rot Gut folk, they kind of kicked my ass outside of my house.
Fair.
I'm gonna go towards the district, right, and see if I can find some of my alley playing boys. On the way there, actually, I don't. Walking and doing it would be hard. I could stop past my house if it's on the way. I could stop really anywhere. I want to separate one of my bags of Pesh into micro bags, like 1 hit worth of Pesh bags.
Okay.
And I'm gonna separate that out, right? And with the amount of flyers I have, I separate probably, I would say you'd probably get 4 or 5 out of a single bag of Pesh.
All right. I think the mechanics kind of go along with.
They're single doses.
Like they're single doses.
But I think if you did micro,
sure,
separate
I'll let
ones.
that happen. Roll a.
I'm not selling them, so it makes it a lot easier.
Roll me your craft alchemy check.
Okay. 27.
All right. Yeah. How many of your doses would you like to split up?
I want to use 1 dose.
1 dose?
Yeah.
All right. You're able to divide that into 8 little small hits.
Okay. Baby hits. I take those 8 small bags, right? And I have 8. Say I have like 10 flyers with me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk through the district, find the people out there playing their games, doing some fun. Walk up and hand them flyers like they're leaving a goddamn concert.
All right. As you walk up, you hear Yahtzee, and then you're up in their business.
Hey boys, Yahtzee, that's a good one on the house. Who here won? Who here won?
That would be me.
That's fantastic. Look, guys. If I told you something that you can get these earnings, but 6-fold.
What?
You can come to the Goblin. Ask for your boy. I'll be around.
The Goblin? Didn't they just get robbed?
Sounds real bad, doesn't it? I know the Goblin's been bad for years, but listen. I just spoke to Saul. He's a great man. He's really doing the place a favor, and if you like the street slums like me, you know what? You can go there and win it real quick if you're good. Are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Well, slide the flyer to the man who won. Say Goblin, and there's more where this came from. One of my 8th bags of Pesh.
Roll me that your profession merchant with an extra +2 for giving him Pesh along with it.
And I'm wearing my nice suit still.
You are? All right, an extra +1.
The shoulder pads?
I like your shoulder pads, by the way.
These are just my shoulders.
Oh, you have pointy shoulders. They're puff, though. Puff Big Daddy.
19 overall check.
19? Yeah.
They're stoked on it?
Yeah, this sounds like a deal. And he sees them and he's like, oh, is there more of this? We're back over at the Goblin?
I just kind of tickle my nose and walk away. So they're all intrigued. Pretty much in my circle around Rotgut area, up back to Alchemist's name, up to my Alchemist friend, I would like to get rid of the 7 small bags. Can we do some checks rather than having me talk to 7 groups?
Yeah. Just roll me...
It's merchant day, baby.
Yeah, roll me your craft merchant, or your profession merchant to see how many people you find.
That's a 22 on the first one.
A 22?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to find enough people to sell to 8 people to sell to. Roll another one to determine how many you actually sell to.
I am not selling anything. I'm distributing
you're
Pesh
just giving
with
it
the
to?
flyers
Shit.
to the people I know are looking to gamble and do drugs.
Yeah, you definitely are able to. You get rid of all of them.
All right.
And then,
we move them all. There's some happy people out there stoked on the Goblin through the Rocket area.
Yep. That's gonna help.
Up to my place. I'm I want to talk to the alchemist, but we can go ahead and see what the boys are doing.
Yeah. So you guys get kind of kicked out of this. Did I say the frothy flagon or
The frothy.
Okay. You got kicked out of the frothy flagon. For causing an
aggressive sales pitch.
Yeah, for too aggressive of a sales pitch, I'd say.
Elion, I think you may have just been assisting me in my aggression, and I don't think the Golden Goblin's really looking to spread that what's the word I'm looking for? Reputation.
I think we might have come on a little too hard.
Yeah. I sort of feel bad for hitting that guy with an icicle, even though I minorly healed him.
Yeah.
I can be a little nicer. You may have to help me.
I can try, but with this, what we just did now, and yesterday all the fighting, I'm not used to this. I don't know about you. I know that you go on raids and you pillage, but this is kind of different for me. So if you don't mind, I think I'm gonna go take some time and distribute some flyers of my own.
I will be a good boy.
Okay. All right. See you later, Crow.
See ya.
Where does Elion go?
She's gonna go to the library.
All right. Make way to the library. Where does Crow go?
I'm gonna head down to the docks, see if there's any ship workers that maybe want or looking to gamble, and then twofold, I'm gonna inquire about some different boats.
Okay. You would be able to find the, I don't know what you'd call it, the boatmaster's kind of lodge or whatever, and you'd go in there, and there's it's actually the old guy that you helped previously fixing ships. He also manages the docks and does any repair work that anybody might need. He's sitting there.
What was his name?
Smitty!
Smitty, my boy. Hello, good morning.
Ah, yes, good morning. How are you today? What was your name, Crow?
Yes, sir.
What can I do you for?
Well, sort of became a respected ambassador of the Golden Goblin recently.
Oh, they just had that tournament there last night, right?
Yeah, sort of turned into a brawl that we had to kind of clear up quietly, but nobody got away with anything more than a scratch.
That's good to hear, I guess. You never really steal from banks. The house always wins. Banks.
Right you are.
Casinos. Words.
Do you have any workers down here that would be interested in gambling that I could
I'm
inquire?
Sure. You know what? I see you got some posters there.
I do.
I'll let you hang those up pretty much however you want to for helping me out the other day. We got a nice bulletin board in here in the shop. Or else you can just kind of line them up around the docks wherever you want. People coming in off the water always want to go find a drink, maybe spend some money, find a lady.
Perfect. Thank you much. I will do that. And speaking of coming off the water, you know of any boats for sale at all, or
Let me check. Let me check what's come in that I got recently. I haven't heard of anything for sale right now. I know that there's a boat came in just not too long ago where the guy was maybe looking to sell it. It got a little beat up, so he was either gonna have me fix it or maybe he's gonna just sell it and drop his losses. He wasn't doing too well out in the seas. But right now there's nothing on my books as record to sell. I could maybe point you in the direction of where that boat's docked. You could maybe talk to the captain if he's there. Or else come back some other time and maybe I'll have something for you.
I would love to venture down towards that vessel.
All right, yeah, he's right pretty much in the middle, just kind of go east. It's a boat with some sails. It's got a flag. You know, you've seen flags before?
Yes.
Right. This flag is black and it's got a couple stripes on it. One is red, the other's blue.
Okay, well, I'm gonna see if I can turn that flag into a golden goblin.
Oh, okay. Yeah, good luck. Nelion, you have made it to, where did you try to go again?
The library.
The library, all right. There's a library over in the Cipher, what does I call it? The Cipher Lodge. Let's see if I got a little flavor text for the Cipher Lodge. All right, this grand structure of stone and timber sits perched upon a lonely crag nestled against the very slope of the mountain and provides a panoramic view of both the Gulf and the city. More importantly, its 3 wings look directly over the Cipher Gate. This lodge is the headquarters of the vaunted Order of the Order of the Ciphers, a society of skilled wizards and sages who have dedicated themselves to unraveling the secrets of ancient arcana, in particularly the purpose of the Cipher Gate. So yeah, you'd go in there. There'd be a receptionist. Hello, how can I help you, madam?
Hi, hello. I'm Elyon.
Elion, yes.
Waits for her name. Doesn't get it. Okay.
What do you need?
I'm wondering if I could hang some posters up here. If I could just put a few of these up.
Let me see them.
I show her the gold goblin
He
posters.
grabs one with the very tips of his pointer finger and his thumb, and he kind of looks at it disgustingly. This isn't.
Is something wrong?
It's quite ugly, to be frank. And he would try and hand it back to you, maybe letting go too soon, and it would slowly flutter all the way to the ground.
I grab it and I slam it onto the pile. Maybe you could do better. Kind of look at him.
Are you trying to intimidate him?
No,
Are you trying to diplomacy?
just a snarky comment.
Well, this isn't just a place, this isn't some advertising hub. This is the Lodge of the Ciphers. What do you want here besides to hang your filthy pictures on our pristine walls?
One, the pictures aren't filthy. Also,
That one is. It's covered in dirt on the ground right there.
you put it there. Okay, do you have a library?
We do have a library. Are you a cipher mage? I doubt it.
No.
That would be 20 GP for a day's entry.
20 GP for a day's entry?
Yes.
Can I do a sense motive to see if that's standard?
Sure.
Or do they have like a sign somewhere that says that they charge that much? Or is this guy just being a twat? 16 on the sense motive.
He does not seem to be bullshitting you. 5 for cipher mages, 20 for everyone else.
How do I become a cipher mage?
Well, you'd have to probably pay the entrance fee to talk to anybody in charge. Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Elias Tamerhawk about being a new recruit. I've seen him turn away a couple people as of late. We might be a little full of mages at the moment, but it's worth a shot.
He won't turn away me.
Cocky, huh?
Well, if you're not gonna let me in, then I'm gonna go.
It's 20 GP and you can come in.
Okay. I leave, but as I'm leaving, is it possible for me to try to sneak in? Is there any way that I could climb through a window?
Yeah, sure. There's windows you could try and climb in.
Cool. I'm gonna try to do that.
Roll me some stealth check.
I'm gonna really take like some time to watch and see if there are any like movements, and then that's a 1 + 3, 4.
I mean,
All right, so what are you trying to do?
I'd say if he was studying, that's an automatic 10.
So, well, he rolled for it. He didn't say take a 10.
Studying for how long? Were you outside?
As you were kind of walking around the grounds, that same elven man would come out and be like, "Excuse me, please leave our premises. There is no loitering here. We don't want the vagabond kind such as yourself."
What's the? Oh, I wish I could remember. They have insults for cipher mages in their high flung name. I say that insult at him.
Fuck off. He'd walk back inside.
I'm gonna like put some posters up just like around the yard, not inside.
yeah.
Maybe some on like the gate going to the entrance.
Sure. Do you want to roll a sleight of hand to see if you make it nonchalant?
Oh, this guy is very Sleight of hand for a 5.
Okay. Yeah. You think that you threw him up without anybody noticing?
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
What
Then
a
you walk away?
Yeah, then I'm gonna just like sit outside. I put them up, got rid of all my posters, and then I just like sit on the curb outside the gate.
Righteous.
My head down, my head in my hand.
What's Dane up to?
Haven't made it to the alchemist.
Yes.
All right. She bustling?
Yeah, it's kind of a slow news day.
All right.
Hey, Dane.
You want to hit me with her name again?
This is Sphyrna.
This is Sphyrna.
I'm Sphyrna.
Well, hey, Sphyrna.
Hey, Dane, how are you today?
Well, I mean, you see the nice suit I'm wearing. I must be doing pretty all
Yeah,
right,
you look
right?
snazzy. Those shoulder
Yeah,
pads.
All right. Do you know how to take shoulder pads out of suits there, Sphyrna?
I used to sew my own clothes back in the day. I could probably take them out.
So look, if I gave you like a gold or two, would you just take these out for me? Because this suit is primo. But man, I've heard so much about the shoulder pads.
Yeah, sure. Give me your
Well,
coat and a gold coin.
Rad. Well, while you stitch that up, you care if I
you see
do
her-
some
she would-
craft in there,
Yeah,
bud?
go for it. And
Alright.
as you're kind of walking in the crafting spot, you'd see her look at the shoulder pads, take out a dagger, just slice it, and then rip them out. Slice, rip it out, and then you're back. You're back
no.
behind there.
Face palming slightly, I would like to make sure that I have everything I need to craft all night.
She has all the ingredients for everything, so you can just pretty much come in here and make things at cost with a +4 bonus for using her alchemy
Do
station.
we remember if I bought or created all the Pesh Black?
You bought the Pesh Black, I think, but
Would I know how to make, or would I know how to make lower grade Pesh?
let's say that you can make whatever you want, just to make things
Alright,
easier.
I studied that Pesh Black enough. I know what makes it special.
It's let's say there's like a refining process to make the black or whatever.
Cool. In that effort, then I would like to create all night in Pesh.
All right.
Is that going to be 1 or 2 create checks?
Let's do. How many do you want to make?
All night, I'm looking to make 20.
20 doses of all night. Do you know how much that costs?
No, I do not. They sold for 60 a piece. What did
Full
they?
price is 75. So
Oh yeah, because we
cut that in half.
down
That's what.
37.
Mm,
Do we want to say it's 37 to make a single dose?
yeah, 37 to make a single dose.
Okay.
So it's gonna be what 740.
740.
740 for 20.
Right. How about for the Pesh Black?
Pesh Black is gonna be 50 a dose to make.
50 a dose to make. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go cost to benefit here. I'm gonna do 10 all night,
Okay.
being 370 gold.
Okay.
Is that its own check?
Yeah,
as
roll a
opposed-
craft alchemy check with a +4 for using Sphyrna's nice crafting table.
24 on the first one then?
Yeah, you're able to make all those doses.
So 20? Or did I say 10?
You said 10.
10 all night. And then I would like to make 11 of the Pesh Black since I'm down one of
Okay.
them.
Yeah.
All right, and that's 500 and what was it, 50 a piece?
Yeah, 50
So
apiece.
550.
All right. I'll check on that part.
Alrighty. That's a 16.
16. Yeah, you're able to make those pretty well too.
All 11?
All 11.
All right.
You're gonna spend the rest of the day and into
Yeah.
the night doing this though.
Just making some Pesh Black. Once I'm done, I ask how my shirt's doing.
Oh, she walks in after a few minutes, and there's some pretty rough stitching going around
right.
that shoulder seam where she ripped out the shoulder pads.
With love in my eyes, I
Aye.
go, Sphyrna, this is great. Thank you very much.
Oh no, welcome. I hope you don't mind sailors' stitches.
No, that's fine. I'm familiar.
Yeah, they're functional, but
Hey, just saying.
not pretty.
We got through all the stuff I created the other night. So
Ooh.
just
Maybe.
just saying, we should be back in business here. Here's 920
I mean-
gold for what I used.
So I'm gonna
That's
have to.
so hard.
I'm gonna have to
I know.
give you a word of warning to be careful about this. You know, Croat controls all the drugs in town.
Yes, I'm very familiar.
All right.
This black guy to show it. Yeah, no, I'm very familiar. I think I'll be working with some nice folk here. That shouldn't be too much trouble.
All right. I mean, yeah. Good luck. I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but
Send,
that's a little dangerous.
Make sure you send some love to the Golden Goblins way anytime you have a chance.
Yeah, I'll come stop by. You never know.
I mean, your patrons, not necessarily you.
Oh.
But
I don't get to come?
I love you
fine,
very- I
Dave.
love you
Fine,
very
Dave.
much.
I won't come. I won't see.
I love you very much.
My basically adopted son's big new job he's got. Bought shoulder pads and has me ripping them out, but I can't come to his place of business. Whatever. He comes to mine every day.
love you, Sphyrna. Walks out. As she grumbles.
Right. Yeah, Crow. I think we're back over at U time. You walking over to try and see that boat guy?
Yes.
All right. And, as you would walk down the docks, the water's crashing against the wooden planks and whatnot, and people maybe fishing off the dock, boats coming in here and there slowly throughout the day. You would find your way to a smaller ship with a single mast, and there's a guy just kind of sitting up there, kind of near the helm, smoking a pipe, hanging out in the sun.
Good day, sir.
And good night to you too.
You like this boat you're on?
Nah, I've had better, but it's what I find myself on at this moment.
Looking to give it up at all?
I don't know yet. It's in a little rough shape. I'm thinking if I could maybe fix her up a little bit more, it might be worth more.
What would you be willing to sell as is?
Let me check my brain. So I'm gonna say that this is, it's about 15 feet by 75 feet. Yeah, I'm thinking we give this away for maybe 10,000 GP. You got that on you right now, or?
I do not.
I can get my stuff off right away. I mean, I'm gonna be here in Railport for a minute.
I do not have the funds on me currently. Just talking shop.
Shop talked. What's your name, son?
I'm Crow. Crow Moonwave.
I am Captain Malvo. You may address me as such.
Well, Captain.
Don't worry about my first name.
It was Captain as far as I was concerned.
That's right. Any good sailor should know my first name's Captain.
Well, Captain, do you do any gambling?
I like to gamble here and there on the seas. Played me a few games of liar's dice and other stuff. Mostly a dice man, really. Craps, poops, shits, turds.
All great games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just became an ambassador of the Golden Goblin up in town.
I heard about that place. Didn't make it for the tournament. Got a little drunk and at the drunken lurch. Lurched my way back over here, and that's where I have been since.
You missed quite a bit, not necessarily in a good way.
Yeah? How was that?
An attempted heist had to put an end to it, and that's where my ambassadorship came.
Yeah. Well, good on you for stopping that, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, I'll speak around about the price. We're looking to get into the water game, spread our territory a little bit.
Fair enough.
If you hear any word of ships coming in that could be sold at a good price, you don't seem to be too into selling yours.
Fair price is fair price.
Fair enough. Well, I'm also a pretty expert ship sailor craftsman myself. If you ever need any help, I do love to fix up ships and sail on the side.
Stitch?
I love the sailor stitch.
Well, I got a nice little hole in my sail that I could let you fix for me. I'll give you a few coin.
How about I fix that with a golden goblin emblem?
You want to stitch the golden goblin into my sail?
Could benefit the both of us.
You know what? Make a diplomacy check.
1.
Yeah, not a fan of goblins, sorry. You can just fix the hole, though,
Okay.
if you want. You don't have to.
What's that gonna run me? What's that gonna run you for me fixing that hole?
I'll give you a few GP. Like maybe 3 to 5, depending on how well you do.
Call it 5 and I'll do a bang-up job.
You got yourself a deal there, Crow.
Crow goes to fixing up the
He
sail.
sits back with his pipe and watches you.
Crow climbs the mast and fixes the sail.
Roll me actually, we'll come back to that. Elion, what's up?
Elian's sitting
You're
outside.
sitting outside? Yeah, she is. Just sitting outside the Cipher Lodge.
She's now laying outside. Her legs haven't moved, but her
Make
body's
me-
gone from sitting up to laying down.
Make me a will save.
Okay. 23.
you're sitting there thinking about what the guy at the front desk said, probably making your character a bit angry. Elian's rage grows inside of her, but she keeps under control.
Okay. Yeah, she thinks through it a little bit.
Yeah, she does. She's definitely irritated, but...
Yes. So now she thought about storming back in, but now she's just sitting there. Do people come walking by? People go in and out?
There's not too much in and out business from the Cypher Lodge. Most of the business in there is from the Cypher mages who all have lodgings in there, so they don't really need to go a lot. Maybe here and there someone would leave and kind of walk over towards where the Cypher Gate actually is, which is, it's the Cypher Gate is this huge arc that goes over the entire entrance to the harbor from like inlet side, from the west side of the banks of the river to the east, just completely across. So people might start walking down over there. The Cypher Lodge is pretty much the farthest southeast building. It's nestled right up against the mountains and almost near the coast, so you kind of walked a ways over to get to there.
All right. So she's sitting there. She's kind of looking at the Cypher Gate. She's kind of lost in her thoughts, and a person walks by, and at random she stops him and says, "Hey, I couldn't get into the library in here. Any idea where I could do some learning?"
Well, you tried the right place. I wouldn't say that there's many places of higher learning in Riddleport unless you want to get a degree in pickpocketing or drug selling.
Oh, you fancy boys are all the same. She spits on him and walks away.
How dare you? How dare you? Where did you say what is your name, young one?
What's the matter to you?
I'm going to tell your parents about this.
My parents will spit on you too, fancy boy.
Make your intimidate check.
19.
He walks off in a quick scuff. Tries to get away from you as fast as he can.
Elian glares at him a little bit, and then she just kind of like slumps, even more bummed than before. She goes walking off, and she just kind of like wanders, I guess generally back towards, with her feet carry her to the Golden Goblin.
All right. She gets back there. Dane. You're still making shit, actually. You're making for the rest of the day. This is going to take you a long time. You got your shoulder pads
We did
cut
the
out.
stitching and leaving, didn't I? I was just going to go back to the goblin anyway.
It's just not time for... You're still cooking. It's going to take you the rest of the day and into the night to finish all this cook.
All right.
So, Crow, you're back over at you. Make yourself a craft... Oh, not craft. Your profession sailor check.
Nat 1 with a total 11.
Oh, dude, you end up making a bigger hole. Wait, a total of 11?
I have a plus 10 with my profession.
That's actually pretty decent. It might just take you a bit longer than you would expect to finish this up, but eventually you do, and then the guy's like, "All right, good enough job. Here's your coin." And he throws you 5 GP. All right, what is he gonna do now?
I'm gonna see if there's any dock workers lingering around that I can talk into being a future gambler.
Yeah, you see a few guys just sitting near the edge of the water or whatever.
Hey, fellers.
How you doing? Yeah?
Pretty good, pretty good. Wondering if any of you fellers are the gambling type.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Well, you know the Golden Goblin's firing back up.
Don't you say. You don't say.
I do say. Very loud and clear, actually.
You can make a diplomacy check if you'd like to get these guys' interest with your words.
Nat 20.
Well, I could use it. I could go for a bit of gambling. Is it open right now?
Not today, but come back tomorrow.
Why isn't it open today?
We're doing a bit of talent scouting today to make your experience even better the next.
All right. Well, yeah, sure. I'll head over there when I got a free moment, probably tomorrow.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All of you are invited. Come have a great time.
All right. Thank you.
And then I'm also gonna make my way back to the Goblin. I've wrestled some people. I've hassled some people, and think it's time to go back to home base.
Righteous. So Crow would go back to the Golden Goblin. Maybe shortly after he got back, Dane would arrive back to the Golden Goblin as well. After crafting, that's what you wanted to do, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now all 3 of you are back at the Golden Goblin. Where do they find Elion?
Sitting at the end of the bar. No drink in front of me. I'm just chilling.
All right. You guys see a
Head down.
sulking elf.
Not talking to the bartender even. Rude.
Is the bartender working? Is anyone
No, I
working?
guess no one is
Everybody's
working.
off.
You're right. So just sitting in an empty bar alone. I'm gonna slide up to Elion here and I'm like, hey, what's the word?
Hey, y'all.
Oh, hey, Crow. Hey, Dane. I got rid of all my posters.
Oh yeah? Hey, that's great to hear.
How about you guys?
Yeah, I also I moved all mine. I think I got some good word out though.
I flooded the dock with posters. The shipmaster was fairly nice to me. I fixed his ship last week.
But how did the shipmaster feel about being flooded?
Yesterday.
Oh, I fixed his boat yesterday.
Or helped him fix a boat.
So he was very nice about me hanging up posters along the dock. I got a few dock workers really excited about coming to the Goblin and got a price on a possible ship purchase. It seems sort of steep,
Hey, there you
but
go.
it was a big vessel. Could bring in some profits. Might bring it up to Saul, see what he thinks.
I'm not gonna lie, I got a bunch of junkies. But you know,
They're the gambling type.
People are people. So, what was your demographic there, Elion? What did you move?
I went up to the Cypher Mages.
Yeah.
I don't think many of those fancy boys are coming, but I put
Yeah.
up posters for them anyway.
Well,
I
we'll
tried.
say it helped.
I tried to talk to them, but they thought it was gross, and they didn't like the advertisements.
You know what?
May
gross.
May need to stay away from the hoity-toity type.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And with that, you guys would hear the door slam open rather loudly, and a scuffle walk over to the bar. You would notice that same elven clerk guy who told you not to hang posters, along with two of the town guards, the Genda arms. I told you not to hang things here! And what do I go outside for a cigarette and I see these hanging from the walls, they look like a mess. The Cypher Lodge is absolutely furious at what has been done to vandalize our place of learning. Take these back, and he throws them in your face.
Quick look at Dane, kind of give him a look, and then I go behind the bar, like quickly as he's doing this, and I get some beer,
Yeah?
and I give it to the gendarmes.
Okay.
I say, welcome, gentlemen. What are you doing here, fancy boy? You didn't like our posters?
Apprehend them, gentlemen, please, for vandalism.
I step up.
They would look.
I step in front of him and I say, I don't think that's such a good idea.
I step in front of Crow and say, I don't think that's such a good idea. To Crow.
You trying to intimidate?
Yes.
All right, sure, roll it.
I'm trying to talk him down.
Trying to kick him the fuck out. Not fucking 20!
All right.
Jesus.
He's torqued about it.
Oh man.
Fully torqued.
Yeah, so the clerk would actually take a step back as this half-orc inserts himself in front of him, all menacingly like. The Genda arms, however, they don't take kindly to being told what to do, being the town guards. And
I wasn't speaking to them?
roll for initiative.
Damn it. 19.
8.
16.
I wanted to talk this out.
Same.
Poor Crow.
Did those beers help?
Poor
I
Crow.
was talking it out.
No, you.
I went up and I said that wasn't a good idea.
Very astute observation.
There was no talking. He was pretty much having them take care of it, and I stepped in and I said, "You're not going to take care of it." I don't know. I don't know if there was a discussion.
We'll see how it goes.
For sure.
Thanks for standing up for me. For
Hey,
all
man.
of us. I mean, that guy sucks. I just want to kill that. Maybe not kill.
And I immediately saw right away that he sucks.
He does.
So I intervened, and it looks like they were going to intervene either way. So we'll see
I
how
saw
this goes.
automatically that I could talk down some guards. Maybe pay them off.
All right.
Maybe.
I don't know if the beer didn't work.
First off, one of the guards gets to go first, and he turns to Crow, and that's where we're gonna end it tonight.